Welcome to our African Myths TV channel. Keep enjoying yourself with our story. Once upon a time, in a small village here in Nigeria, there lived a young man named Oladele, very handsome man. He had two wives. His first wife was Olayemi, a kind and gentle woman. Olayemi loved Oladele very much, and together they had 6 children. They lived a simple and happy life. However, one day, Oladele met another woman named Aduke. Aduke was very beautiful, and Oladele fell deeply in love with her. He loved her so much that he made her his second wife. Aduke and Oladele had 2 children, and Oladele was very happy with them. He began to spend all his time and money on Aduke and her children. Olayemi and her 6 children were left alone. They had very little food and no money to buy clothes or go to school. Olayemi tried her possible best to take care of her children, but it was very hard for her. They were often hungry and their clothes were old and torn. Sadly, one by one, 5 of Olayemi's children fell sick because they had nothing to eat and nobody to take care of them, nobody to take them to hospital for treatment. So they passed away. All our 5 children died, one after the other. Very unfortunate. Olayemi was seriously heartbroken, but she continued to take care of her last son, who was still very young. Meanwhile, Aduke and her 2 children were living in comfort. They had good food to eat, nice clothes to wear, and beautiful homes to stay. Oladele did not think about Olayemi and her children. He was concerned about Aduke and her 2 children. Years passed. Olayemi's last son, whose name was Akin, grew up to be a smart and hard-working young man. He did well in school and got a good job at a big company in the city. Akin never forgot how his mother suffered and took care of him, even when they had nothing. He also remembered how his father maltreated his mother. So he loved his mother very much and promised to take good care of her. On the other side, Aduke and her children began to face hard times. Oladele had grown older and could no longer work as hard as before. Please subscribe, like, and give your comment below in order for YouTube algorithm to notify you whenever we post another new interesting African myth story like this. The story continues. He could not provide for Aduke and their children like he used to in the past. They became poor and had very little to eat at home. Aduke and her children began to regret how they had treated Olayemi and her children when they were alive. One day, Oladele realized how unfair he had been to Olayemi and her children. He felt very sorry for neglecting them to the point that 5 of them passed away before their time. He now decided to go and find Olayemi and Akin to ask for their forgiveness. Oladele went to the city and found Akin. He told Akin how sorry he was for everything he had done. He begged Akin to forgive him. Akin remembered all the pain his mother went through because of his father. It was not easy for him to forgive, but he remembered his mother's kind heart. He decided to take his father to see his mother, Olayemi. When they arrived, Oladele saw Olayemi. She looked older and tired, but she was still as kind as he remembered. Oladele knelt down and begged Olayemi to forgive him. Tears filled Olayemi's eyes as she remembered all the hard time she went through, but she also remembered the good time they had when they were young. After many days of thinking and praying, Olayemi decided to forgive Oladele. She knew it was the right thing to do. Akin was very happy to see his parents making peace again. He promised to take good care of both his mother and his father. Years went by and they all lived together in peace. Oladele, Olayemi, Akin, and even Aduke and her two children learned the importance of love and forgiveness. They worked hard to make sure everyone in the family was happy and taken care of. And so they all lived happily ever after, remembering that love and kindness are more important than anything else in the world. As the years went by, Oladele, Olayemi, and Akin grew closer as a family. Akin made sure his parents were comfortable and had everything they needed. He bought a lovely house for them in the city where they could enjoy the peace and quiet of their surroundings. Please subscribe, like, and give your comment below in order for YouTube algorithm to notify you whenever we post another new interesting African myth story like this. The story continues. Akin also reached out to Aduke and her two growing up children, although he had felt anger towards them for a long time. He realized that holding on to that anger would only hurt himself. Akin invited Aduke and her children to join the family gatherings, and slowly they began to mend their broken relationship. Olayemi, with her kind heart, welcomed Aduke and her children. She believed in second chance and wanted everyone to live in harmony. Aduke, since the grace and forgiveness in Olayemi, felt deep regret for her past actions. She also apologized to Olayemi, whom embraced her and said, "We must move forward and live in peace." Oladele, seeing the unity and love growing in his family, felt immense joy. He often thanked Akin for bringing everyone together and teaching them the true meaning of family. He spent his days helping out in the city and sharing his story with others, hoping to teach them about the importance of love, forgiveness, and caring for one another. Akin continued to work hard at his job, but he always made time for his family. He built a small school in the town to help other children get an education just like he had. Everyone admired Akin for his dedication and generosity. One day, as the family sat together under a large tree in their backyard, Oladele spoke to his son. "Akin," he said, "you have taught me so much. You show me that no matter what mistake we make in life, we can always choose to do better. I am seriously proud of you and grateful for your love and forgiveness." Akin smiled and said, "Father, we are a family. Families stick together. No matter what, I learned that from my mother. Her strength and her kindness have guided me all my life. Olayemi, with tears in her eyes, hugged her son and husband. She felt a deep sense of peace, knowing that her family was finally united. Aduke and her 2 children also joined in the embrace, creating a circle of love and forgiveness. From that day on, the family lived in harmony. They celebrated each other's success and supported each other through tough times. Many people around them thrive and also inspired by their story of reconciliation and love. And so, Oladele, Olayemi, Akin, Aduke, and all her 2 children lived happily ever before, cherishing the bond of family and the power of forgiveness. They knew that love could heal any wound and that together they could face any challenge life brought to their way. Once again, they knew that love could heal any wound and that together they could face any challenge life brought to their way. Thanks for listening to the end of the story. Expect more of this very soon. Please subscribe, like, and give your comments on our channel in order for YouTube algorithm to notify you whenever we post another new interesting African myth story like this. Thanks for watching.